Good forechecking by Bob Bourne as we look at Mr. Gretzky. Johnson for New York in control. Left wing pass to Gillies, and then Johnson is knocked down by Messier, and he's been injured right in front of the New York bench. Thomas Johnson down on the ice after a collision with Mark Messier.
Messier supposedly has a bad shoulder. He's wearing a brace tonight to protect that shoulder, but he and Thomas Johnson really collided. It looks like Johnson may have received that heavy blow right to his head area. Take a look again. Messier and Johnson colliding right at center ice. Messier, I think, saw it coming. Saw Johnson coming, that is. Johnson didn't see Messier coming, and, well, Thomas Johnson suffering the worst, it looks like.
So Johnson helped to the Islander bench. Dropping it back to Pearson. His shot blocked. Now Bourne shoots, rebound, they score! Blaine Sutter there to get the rebound on a backhander, and the Islanders go ahead. Gretzky at center to Yari Curry. Drop pass to Gretzky. Gretzky around Pearson, centered it. Going to be a penalty here against the Islanders, and Edmonton will have a power play chance to step on Pearson. Is given a penalty. Into the corner to Gretzky. In front to Anderson. Dwayne Anderson, number 9, big strong winger of this Edmonton club. He's pulled down, and we're going to get a penalty again against the Islanders. Delayed penalty coming up, and now as Johnson gets possession, play is called, and a slashing penalty coming up against New York will leave the Islanders 2 men short, and it's Billy Smith who gets the slashing call.
Billy Smith's been pretty quiet during playoffs this season. He hasn't utilized that stick anything like he has in the past, but he took it this time. Take a look as Glenn Anderson comes around behind that net. Smith really taking a chop there right at the thigh area. They perhaps are purposely going at Johnson tonight. Watch that elbow come right around and really knock Thomas Johnson. That's twice tonight.
Anders Keller intercepts that. Keller then flipping it to center. Linsman played it off the boards. There's Keller knocked down. He's been shaken up. Play carries on as the Oilers move in, and Anders Keller has been injured, and that's why play has been called, and he seems to be injured in the face area.
Well, we'll have to take a look at that again on replay, but he's definitely holding his nose, mouth, and eye area. You see that he wears that shield. Take a look and see how it happened here. Well, it looks as though he got perhaps an elbow or a stick. Very difficult to tell, but it really knocked him flying, and obviously it hurt because it put him right on his back, and he stayed there. Doesn't look that as though he was cut at all. Mark Messier, I believe, was the man that did run into him.
Called against New York.
The speed of Glenn Anderson is...
Now Ray Cote in front to Hunter. Smith got a piece of it, and Potvin down to try and cover up. Puck still loose. Cote now knocked down by Nystrom. Low a shot. Merrick blocks it, and now the Islanders, who are going to get a penalty, clear it to the line, and now the penalty is called, and a charging penalty against Bob Nystrom.
We take a look at Bobby Nystrom in the penalty box. 2 minutes for charging at the 9:27 mark, but watch this action in front of the net. Dennis Potvin tried to play net. There were a number of good opportunities. That right there is where Nystrom got the penalty from. He charged, just came running in there, took a run at Cote.
Hoagland broke it up to Willie Lindstrom. Lindstrom upended by Potvin. Anderson has it for Edmonton. Number 9, Glenn Anderson. Headmanning it to Charlie Huddy. In on right wing to Gretzky, and the play goes offside. On the play is now Anderson and Brent Sutter. Have some words and push at each other on the board.
I thought initially that we were going to have a real Donnybrook between Anderson and Brent Sutter, but I believe that Anderson may have got a stick in the face and it curtailed him.
For our local affiliates, we'll pause here. You're watching Stanley Cup Hockey on USA. A couple of miraculous saves there by the native of Perth, Ontario, the big clutch goaltender in the playoffs, Billy Smith.
He has been absolutely brilliant. We're going to run out of words to describe him. Let's take a look at this action in front of the net. Oilers getting frustrated here. Lindsman, but watch Brent Sutter. Brent Sutter comes in, and he's even going to help Billy Smith play net tonight. I don't think he needs it, not the way he's playing.
Gretzky at center. Here comes Moog to the bench. Now to Glenn Anderson. Center to Lindsman. He couldn't get a stick on it. 6 attackers for Edmonton. Broken up, held in by Lumley to Coffey. Oh, and Gretzky just missed tipping it in. Now centered again. And Morrow for New York breaks out. Morrow with an empty net to shoot at. Scores! With 13 seconds left to sew it up for the Islanders after Gretzky, only moments before it, just missed tying it.
Kenny Morrow, the big, strong defensive defenseman for this Islander hockey club. The man that has seemingly, he's done it all. Won a gold medal in '80, won 3 Stanley Cups, and tonight he just helped put them away. Take a look at this chance that the Oilers had, though. They have had a number of chances. Wayne Gretzky right on the post, but watch it. Ken Morrow comes right out of his own end zone. Oiler on top of them.
And the Islanders congratulate Billy Smith on his 4th Stanley Cup playoff shutout and a miraculous performance. And the Islanders, with a 2-0 victory, take a 1-0 lead in this series, which augurs to be a classic. The Oilers in this period outshot the Islanders 9-6 in the game. Edmonton 35 shots, the Islanders 24. But Billy Smith with his 4th career playoff shutout and goals from Dwayne Sutter and Ken Morrow, and the Islanders win the game 2-0 and lead the series 1-0.